Guruji, people have been coming to me several times asking for initiation or Diksha. What is your take on that? Do you have to spend for some time in the ashram first, and then follow several programs, or because some people, they give, in some ashrams they just give immediate Diksha or initiation. So what should I answer if they do ask again?
Actually, we already have a clip on YouTube about Diksha. I think the secret of Diksha or something, yeah. Can look for it, Guruji Anand Krishna. But to add some more thing about Diksha, the word Diksha in Sanskrit, it consists of two root words actually, Di and Ksha. Di is from the word to give, and Ksha, very interestingly, it's a paradox. Ksha is to eliminate, to destroy, to annihilate. So one word is about giving, the other word is about taking. Taking away what? Taking away all the ignorance, taking away the avidya, the non-knowledge. Anything that is not conducive to your life, that is taken away by Diksha. And what is given, it is the true knowledge. Now, Diksha is the most misunderstood phenomenon in the West, mostly now. In fact, in Bali also, the word has been misused for several things. Diksha is simply, in English, it would be translated as initiation. And this word, although it is not the exact meaning of Diksha, but the meaning, the inner meaning is same. It's initiation. Now, as the word indicates, initiation means to initiate something. You start something. You embark upon something. It is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of the journey. A lot of people, they misunderstand, once you have Diksha, you have achieved something. No, it is just the beginning. So when children, they go to school, we have this Saraswati Vintan, where they are given Diksha to start their schooling at the age of 5 normally. But at any age, when they go to school, actually they are supposed to be given the first Diksha. And I think we have discussed this in the first video. I'm not going to that in detail. Diksha in the context of spiritual path, what does it signify? To initiate someone to embark upon inner journey. Now, Diksha is a point which should happen when your seeking is done. You are done with your seeking. When you are not seeking anymore, when you are not window shopping anymore, when you are not going here and there anymore, you are not looking for anything, and then you want to settle down and you want to work on yourself. That is where you need Diksha. So it is totally out of place and wrong if somebody comes to ashram and immediately he or she is given Diksha. It's totally wrong, because most of the people who come to any ashram, they are curious. And as people who are curious, they want to know something. In Sanskrit, we would call them jigyasu. And jigyasu can be of so many different types. Seekers, jigyasu means seekers, they are looking for something. They can be looking for health, they can be looking for mental peace, they can be looking for spirituality, they can be looking for just about anything, for meaning in life, for some higher meaning. So as long as you are a seeker, seeker means jigyasu, you don't actually need Diksha. When we are talking about spirituality, when we are talking about schooling, they already have their Diksha when they go to school. But in spirituality, as long as you are still looking for something, you don't need Diksha. Diksha means sadhana. Sadhana means discipline. Diksha means now your seeking is finished. You are not looking for anything, and you are sure that now I have to work on myself. Work on myself, not for myself, but work on myself. When that realization comes, then you need a Diksha. Then you need someone to guide you. Look, this is your path. Spirituality is one, but as we have been discussing in yoga, there is the path of knowledge of fourfold yoga, there is the path of the four parts of yoga. So there is the way of knowledge, there is the way of bhakti. You can start from anywhere actually, you'll end up the same thing. But it is very individual. When you come to a master and you are done with your seeking, you are not looking anymore, and you tell the master, okay, now I would like to have Diksha, I would like to remain here. Remain does not mean that you remain in one ashram, you can be living anywhere in the world, but you are no longer seeking, you are not finding other gurus or something, and you have full faith that now I have found the way, I just have to work on myself. Then this teacher has to find out what is your potential. What is your potential and which way is better for you. So it is very, very individualistic, and for that purpose, a teacher can find out exactly when he looks at you also, he can find out through chakshu, through sparsha, through just by a look. My master, he gave me Diksha by a look. He just looked at me and he just said one sentence, so you have come. And that reminded me of many past life where my master, same master would always say, so you have come. And so just by looking, there were thousands of people and he looked at me and he said, and I could hear that in spite of thousands of people, and I was on the fourth or fifth line something, pin drop silence, and he said, so you have come. And that was Diksha. Some masters, they will touch you. The sparsh, chakshu Diksha is by look. And then the third type of Diksha, as I've discussed on YouTube, is Simran. Simran is when you have done the Diksha, you have got the Diksha, the master has given you Diksha, and then you have to continue it with Simran. And this has been very nicely explained in the conference which we attended about the theory of condensate and entanglement. These are physical laws now, the law of new physics. You can Google on video also. We have talked about this, I think, on our YouTube channel. It's a scientifically proven thing that if you are on the same frequency, if you are here for a week or 10 days or 3 days or 4 days, I would say minimum 1 week, 2 weeks, then you can be attuned with the frequency here. And the moment you just remember this event, you immediately are taken to that same frequency. So that is the third type, and that is the highest one. But yes, if somebody asks you, then first of all, the question is the person still jigyasu, still curious about things? If he still wants to know, if she still is looking for something, then she's not prepared for Diksha. She doesn't need Diksha. Although there are so many people in the marketplace, they'll give you Diksha just to get some following and all that, but we would not do that. If you are still seeking, then we would allow you that. Seek first. Once you are done with seeking, then come back and let's talk something else.
Because there was, okay, you just explained it. Because there are some people who actually came to me, actually a person who came to me and insisting that I should get a Diksha also from her guru. I said, I don't need any Diksha because I'm already having a Diksha. I did have my Diksha. And then she's saying, no, it's okay because we can give Diksha to anybody. So how does that happen? And another case also, that there was several people also who came to me like, can Guruji give me a Diksha? I said, usually we don't give Diksha just like that. And said, why not? Because I went to several ashrams and I already got 2 Dikshas. So...
This is what Diksha is not, collection of certificates. I have done yoga here, I have done meditation there. It's not like that. It's a heart to heart, not even heart to heart. It's a soul to soul relationship. Once a guru gives you Diksha, he makes sure that you attend to the goal. And when even the guru is dead, he'll be hovering around for at least 500 years to make sure. It's a great responsibility on the part of the guru. We can get Diksha just like that, we can feel, okay, now I got Diksha. But then the responsibility of the guru is to ensure, and he will, even if he is supposed to get nirvana or moksha, total liberation, the ultimate experience, he will postpone it until the last person that he has given Diksha attend to liberation.
So if someone has received a Diksha from another guru and asking you for another,
I would not give, because after me he'll give to somebody else.
Okay. And Jigyasu are seekers, so no need Diksha. Well, how about those people who have stayed in the same place with the same guru in the same ashram? When do they get Diksha? Do they have to ask for one, or?
Oh yes,
They have
the
to
guru
ask.
will not initiate. The guru will not initiate. It has to come from the heart of the sadhaka, the seeker who is about to become a sadhaka. Sadhaka means spiritual practitioner. So Diksha is connected with spiritual practitioner. This is seeker, Jigyasu, Diksha, the process, and then you become spiritual seeker, sadhaka. You are ready for sadhana, for spiritual discipline. So the guru can decide, but he will not initiate that. It has to be the disciple has to ask. In this very room, I told few months ago, I told somebody that I was waiting for you to get Diksha, and she didn't respond. She didn't even think that I was pointing it to her, and she lost the chance. I never say that to anybody. Because she was ready at that time, at that moment.
And if this Diksha is done by chaksu or look, glare, sometimes as a disciple, we get big-headed thinking that if you're looking at me or you're looking at us, and we think, oh, I got my Diksha from Guruji today because he's been looking at me, like you're looking at me right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so how do you tell?
Oh, a guru will respect your assumption.
Really?
Yeah. If you assume that, and you are no longer seeking anymore, you are not window shopping, you are not hip hopping from one guru to another, even though the guru was not giving Diksha at all, it will become a Diksha.
Things to note there.
Yes.
So like the story of Kabir, I think, wasn't it Kabir? He wanted to
Yes.
get a Diksha from his guru, but he did not want to give the Diksha. And then so he tricked the guru by lying down on the stairs.
True.
And at the, I think early morning, right?
Yeah.
When the guru was bathing. And so when he stepped on Kabir and he said, Ram, like that. And then Kabir finally said, oh good, thank you, I got my Diksha. So can do that too?
Yeah, if you... Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, you see, Kabir never looked for anybody else.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So this is not collection of Dikshas and collection of gurus. I've been to so many gurus and I have seen this, I've seen that.
And then what happens after you get Diksha?
Then you work on yourself. That the journey starts from there. It's not the end of the journey, it's the beginning of the journey. Beginning of the journey.
Meaning, so if you've spent like 10 years with the same guru, and you just realize, oh, I didn't have Diksha yet.
Maybe you have had already.
Yeah, so how do you know?
If you spend more than 12 years with a guru, with unflinching trust. Remember, I took you somewhere, and she said, in 30 years or something, 20 years with a guru, she was a Western woman, and she said in 20, 30 years with a guru, for 1.5 time or something, 1.5 time I thought of leaving my guru, and that made me not worthy enough for his grace. Just a thought. Unflinching trust. Then the guru is just, it doesn't matter. The guru can be a stupid person, the most dumbest person in the world. If you have full faith, unflinching trust, guru is still a living person. I have unflinching trust in the Pratima of Ganesha. That's it. It's your faith that saves you, just says Jesus. Your faith.
So do you need a Diksha or not?
It depends on you. Diksha is happening every time. When a guru is with us, he is giving Diksha not only to the people who are around, not to only us, that you can see, I can see. There are at least 3 times of this population here, of those beings who are not having body. He is also talking to those people. Now, if we are at 50 of us here, there are at least 150 of them who are waiting for incarnation. So I'm not only talking to these 50, I'm talking to 200 people. And if any one of them makes a mind, okay, Guru, I want to have Diksha from you when I'm born, then I have to wait for that guy.
Really? Meaning you have to be...
Hover around.
Oh, hover around, okay. Can't you give Diksha to those beings without a body?
No, Diksha has to be given because Diksha needs practice, spiritual sadhana. Now for sadhana you need body. You cannot do sadhana without body. The body is meant for that.
So is that the same story as Buddha, if I'm not mistaken, that before he died, he was asking Anand to see, I forgot what's his name, he was a priest already.
Yes.
And he said, I should not die first.
He's coming and yes.
Yeah, he'll be coming. And then only after that, I gave him Diksha, then only I will die. It's like that.
True. So, Kuan Yin, she was getting liberation, the goddess of mercy from the Chinese tradition. Actually, it was not she, it was he, Avalokiteshvara. So Avalokiteshvara was a Buddha, and he was just about to attain nirvana, and then he looked around and he saw so many people are still suffering. So many people are suffering, so many people are lost, so many people are living without any purpose. And so Avalokiteshvara said, no, I'm not going to have my nirvana, I'll postpone my nirvana until I can help them. And so he is born again in China as Kuan Yin, Kuan Shi Yin. Actually, Kuan Shi Yin is not the real name. Mei Xiang something. The real name, she was born as a princess. Mei Xiang something. Now, Kuan Shi Yin is actually the title. It means Avalokiteshvara, one who hears the cries of people. See, the thing is, for us, moksha, nirvana is a big thing. You know, we want moksha, we want nirvana. If you talk to somebody like Vivekananda, what he'll say, until the last dog on earth attains to nirvana, I will not get nirvana. I postpone my nirvana. Serve, love. Love is the highest thing. Nirvana, moksha, these are small things. Once you get Diksha, if you have a real guru, right guru, at that moment your moha is already Ksha. Your attachment is already done with. And once your attachment is done, then only you can become activist. You can love people unconditionally. Not like nowadays, we have got this huge funders to fund a lot of activities. Nowadays when you talk about volunteerism, also they are being paid. So they are not volunteer, they are just professional social activists.
Because when people ask several friends, because I have my own experience, so I don't know the others. And then when the others, our friends in the ashram, they hear from being asked by other people from outside the ashram, they're always being asked like, how long have you been in this ashram, in Anand ashram? Oh, I've been there for 15 years or 13 years. And then they will ask the question, so did you receive Diksha?
If that person has been in the ashram for 15 years, she or he will not be dumb enough not to answer rightly. He or she will know how to answer. If the soul has been here, if the heart has been here, if just the body has been parked here in and on, because a lot of people, they just find pleasure, okay? They are stressed out outside, workplace, and they come here, they spend few hours, they feel okay, go back, stressed out again, come again. So that is not being in the ashram. But we are open to that also. For us, this is all okay.
You were saying also a person who has received Diksha does not need to stay only, like you were with Baba.
Right.
And so you were living in Indonesia and Baba was in India. So it's...
I was doing whatever he said, I was doing it. So I didn't go against him at all.
Yeah, so that
he
means...
even told me to marry such person, I went and married.
Yes.
I went to propose her.
No comment. So that means after Diksha, you don't need to stay in the... Physically, you don't need to stay?
Physically, yes.
Yes, physically.
Simran. Simran means your mind, not only your heart, your soul, but mind. The mind that is attached to this world, that mind is no longer attached to the world. People can be staying here, but the mind is somewhere else. The mind is the gross thing, After the body can be anywhere. But to have the mind attached to the Lord, to your ideal or to dharma, that's a great thing, because the mind is always attached to worldly thing, and then to Tariq, what do you call this? To pull that mind from the worldly thing to higher thing. It's a great job.
Okay. So that's my questions about Diksha.
Well, the other day there was somebody, and she thought, because she heard from somebody else that I had given name to person A, okay? So this person B comes and she says that I need a name also.
So is that a Diksha or not?
No, not at all. When I give a name, when you came to ashram, I give a name.
Yeah.
Right?
No, after I've spent several years with you, then only you give a name.
Okay. I'll not tell you whether there's Diksha or no. But okay. There are people I give name. I give name to somebody like Manjeet, for instance. Manjeet is one who has victory over his mind. So it does not mean that the person I'm giving name Manjeet already is having victory over the mind. She can already control the mind. No. It simply means that she has to work for that. If I give the name Bhakti, that means you have to develop Bhakti. It doesn't mean that you already have Bhakti. I give Shraddha. It doesn't mean that you already have Shraddha. You have to develop Shraddha. Because you don't have it, so you have to develop. And that's why I give the name, so you remember, keep on remembering. Nowadays, everybody gets name Tom, Dick and Harry, so you'll be remembering Tom. Now, in India, every dog has a name Tommy, right? Right. So the name is associated with something else. Name is very important. Name should remind you of your potential and how to develop it. Haridas means you have to become a servant of Hari, one who resides in the innermost being of every person, every individual.